Welcome to This is R&B's The Reach, where we explore R&B and its effect on TV, film, theater, and culture. I'm your host for today, Kadeja, and I'm excited to introduce to you our next guest, a fellow literacy advocate, the president and producer of the African American Literacy Awards show, Yvette Hayward. Welcome.
Hi, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited. Thank you.
Yes, me too. And congratulations on the phenomenal and longevity work by expanding and elevating the Black experience through literature. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so tell me how you got started and why this is an important cause for you.
Okay, so I got started trying to do this in 1996. I was with a couple of other author friends. I have a lot of author friends, and one day we were walking down Fifth Avenue. It was myself, Eric Jerome Dickey, may he rest in peace, Victoria Christopher Murray, Lolita Files. It was a bunch of us. So we just came from Eric's book signing event. So we decided Eric wanted to walk to the hotel because when he comes to New York, he likes to walk to the hotel because he's from LA. So he likes to walk everywhere.
Right.
So we're walking, and I'm just like, there's 50 million music award shows with the same pattern and everything, but there's nothing for authors. And I see how hard y'all work. Y'all don't get recognized enough. Someone should do an award show. They should really do an award show. And so I just kept talking to her every time we see each other. So finally, Victoria Christopher Murray was like, well, shut up, Yvette, and just do it. If you want to do it, just do it. You
right.
About it. Don't talk about it, be about it. And I was like, I'll take that challenge. I'm going to do it.
Yes.
So I was trying. So finally in 2004, I was able to bring it to fruition. And with God's help, I've been doing it ever since. So, and here we are 17 years later, and I'm getting ready to do it again virtually this time due to the pandemic on Saturday, October 2nd.
Nice. And we're so glad you stuck with it.
Yes,
And, as you said, you've been at this for 17 glorious years. What is the motivation to keep you going on this journey?
Well, it's my blood, sweat, and tears. It's a labor of love. I love literary. I started out as a literary publicist, thanks to Eric Jerome Dickey. And I just see just how hard it is for African-American authors. I mean, I see the blood, sweat, and tears that they put in, the widest block that they have to work through, and they get it all done. And, for us, books change lives. Don't get me wrong, with the music industry, a song could do the same, but books, you can go back and reread the pages. And if you're a visual reader, you can see what they're writing. You can feel the pain and the characters and everything. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work that they do. And I just feel that African-American authors, they do not get the accolades that they deserve. They don't get the increases. They don't get anything, because for us, when a publishing house is giving you a book deal, it's like, okay, they're giving you this book deal, but now you have to prove to them that you can, that you have an audience, that, people are going to read books. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing. So it's like, what I do for my award show, I'm literally giving you over 100 different authors in over 20 categories of literature broken down, authors that you may have never even heard of. Mm-hmm. And I'm bringing that to you. So with the actual award show, it's a live award show, it's an in-person award show, it's everything you would see on a regular award show that you would see, the open up the envelope and everything. The difference is we're just not on TV as of yet. But in that audience, it's a sea of Black literary excellence. You have publishers, you have authors, aspiring authors, you have celebrity authors, celebrity presenters that may possibly want to be an author. It's a beautiful thing to see. And if my award show can increase book sales even by a little, then I feel like I've done my job. Because that's all I want. I want to honor them, salute them, celebrate them, because they should be celebrated, and they're not. And it's like, once the publishing houses realize that we have an audience, that we read, we write, we can sell books, then the next go around, that's when they want to, give you more. No, give me more the first time. Right. When you believed in me, you believed in me enough to give me a book deal. So believe me enough to know that I'm going to work this alongside of you and make this happen. Why should I work twice as hard when you give to our other counterparts? You give them like a 60-city tour, and we may get a tour, and like 5 of the places is in the boroughs. It's not in the city. So it's. I laugh, but I'm being really serious. So that's another reason what motivates me to do it, because for my love of literary, and I just see how hard our African American authors, our authors of color, are working to make this happen, to bring you the best works that they can bring. Someone should appreciate them.
Yes, and I appreciate it because besides This Is R&B, I have a publishing company called Ugly Bear Publishing, so I know exactly, you're speaking to the choir here. You're preaching to me. But yes, exactly. Everything that you're saying, the hurdles that we have to overcome is just it's so much. And like you said, we just get it done, and that's the most important thing, is that we keep moving. We don't let things hold us back.
Exactly.
So what are some of the R&B artists in the music industry that help keep you in the mindset to continue this powerful work that you're doing?
I don't know. I can't really say that there's any. I mean, I love R&B artists and all, but there's nothing that kind of gets me in the mindset of it. I mean, but there are artists when I'm doing the award show and getting the nominees and stuff together, there's music that I listen. Well, yeah, there's music that I listen to where I'm just like, okay, and that just keeps me motivated. I mean, it's just artists I totally love Fantasia, so I'm constantly playing Fantasia. When I see you,
hey,
and all of that. So I'm just, I just get, it's not necessarily motivating me. I'm just enjoying the music while I'm getting through it. I'll put on some Deborah Cox, some Tamia, some old school Babyface, maybe some old school Jodeci, and just start, just so I have some music playing and all and stuff. I mean, don't get me, I love R&B, especially old school R&B and hip hop. That's my thing. Nothing wrong with the new stuff that's now, but I'm from the old school, so I love that.
Yeah.
And I could listen to that all day. Like, I was in my friend's car and he started playing Angela Winbush, and I just was like, oh my God, you just went way back there.
All the way back.
Yeah.
You
and Angela. I'm like, oh no, wait a minute, you played Angel. It's so many things. So I'm all about the R&B.
Nice. Yes, you named all classics, throwbacks that they still stay relevant. It never gets old. It feels good for the soul.
Yeah, exactly. It does. It fills me. It really does. It doesn't it's not motivating me as far as to continue work, because I'm going to do that regardless, but I just like to have it on, and I sing along sometimes. So that's good.
Yes, nice. So what are some of the challenges you face from carving a much needed space as an African-American woman in this industry?
I guess it would be just getting people to really realize how important the award show is. How important African-American authors are to this industry, to the publishing world, and just realizing that, seeing that, and wanting to come and support it, to be a part of it, to wanting to offer to do something, to help join in, to help with that, because they really need a lot of help, with it. I mean, we need to stick together and to make sure that we can help to bring stuff forth. I mean, it's just very, very hard. It's very hard. It's hard to be an African-American author these days. I mean, if you sit and talk to them, they honestly can tell you the same thing. It's a lot. It's a lot that goes into it. And people think that they just birth these books. And it's not that, and you see it and you see the pain and it hurts. And it's just like, oh God, what can I do? So, so the struggle right now would just realize that the African-American Literary Award Show is important. It's an important show. There's no other show like this around that does it the way that I do it and break everything down. Like, the literary world considers it, the literary world supports me and I'm so grateful, but they kind of consider it, I've heard from some people, like the Grammys of the literary world, because people come out, they come dressed up, I mean, and it's just a wonderful experience. So just know the African American Literary Award Show is here. It's here to stay, and it will be on TV. I'm not sure when, but it is going to be on. It is going to be on TV. So just
putting it out there.
Just the struggle is just for them just to, realize that it's a real thing, and support Black authors. Just continue to support them. Support Black authors.
Support.
And support the Black-owned bookstores. Like we have about 5 Black-owned bookstores now, when we had so many before. We got to learn to support each other. Support.
Yes, that's the takeaway word for the day. Support.
Yeah.
So, being as though you said support, tell me about the support you've received outside of the literary world, and how do you approach that? And, how do you get people to really wrap around the cause?
Well, a lot of times, one thing that I do, I have my publicist, who's great, Rafael Blanco. He definitely gets the word out and lets people know about it. There are times where I'm also in these industry streets and entertainment, so I'll bump into, sometimes some celebrities, and I'm talking to them about the award show, and they're just like, wait a minute, you got an award show for what? Why don't I know about this? And they will literally come and want to support, and will come on their own dime and come out and support the award show just to see what it's about, and then stay for the whole thing. I had actor Dondre Whitfield, that was in Queen Sugar, all my shows in a couple of places. Well, his famous thing was a Robert on the Cosby Show. He won an award last year, and he was telling me this story, how he didn't know, a teacher told him, you're never going to be a writer. You're never going to be a writer. And look at him now, and he won an award. So he came to the award show. He said, I'm happy to be in and out and go. He stayed for the whole thing.
Wow.
He was so impressed and stayed for like the entire thing. So I'm just like, so I go out to different events, and I talk to people about the award show. I tell them about the award show. And if they're interested, that's great. If they're not, it's fine. Eventually they'll come around, and then they'll come back to it. But I just try to go out to different events and get people to support the award show, to talk about the award show. I have Raphael, who will also talk to other people about the award show, tell them about it, have them call me regarding certain things. So, and then outlets like yours, to where I can talk about it here, that helps to support the award show as well.
Yes. And we are so glad that we're able to use our platform to support your very much needed cause. What's the best way people can do to support your cause, and how can indie artists take part in the program that you offer through your organization?
Well, they can definitely support by going to the website. Send me an email. If you want to send in donations, you can do that as well. I would love to have a lot of indie artists, especially if they want to come and be presenters. I would love to have them come, so then they can come and see what happens with the actual award show, just all that goes on and all that happens for it. So I totally would love to have them come. They can send me an email. They can talk to Raphael and let us know that if they're interested in wanting to be a presenter. So that would be great as well. And also, I'm not above helping anyone that is definitely interested in wanting to be an author, because I know people in the literary world that can help and that can do that. So, I can help in those areas too. So, but just support the award show, tell more people about it, tell people about the website, go to the website. If you've been there, send us a testimonial, and just be there for us, and we'll be there for you.
Yeah. Support and spreading the word.
Support. The operative word.
Right. The operative word is support, and the alliteration there is spreading the word and support.
Exactly.
Yes. For people who may not know about AALAS, what are 3 things that you really want them to take away from it? Okay.
The first is that the award show is a real award show. Okay. For 17 years, it's real. It's a live in-person award show. It's a beautiful ceremony. What is the second thing? The second thing I would want them to know is that, authors work hard. I know I keep saying that, but I need for people to know that they work hard, and they definitely need your support. And the third thing would be to the publishers is to support your authors. If you are giving them a book deal, then support them in every way. They should not have to prove to you that they have an audience. You thought enough about them to give them a book deal, so support them in every way. We shouldn't have to prove anything at all. Those are my 3 things.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's such a powerful light that you have. And I just have to say, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you, Yvette Hayward, and much success to you in all that you do. The 17th Annual African American Literary Awards will air virtually on Facebook Live at African_Literary_Awards, October 2nd at 7 p.m. Thank you. We are so excited. Can't wait to see what you do in the future. And we'll see you next time on ThisIsRnB.com. Bye.
Thank you.